let's see. It should be Thursday, July 17th. The weather is nice, if a little warm, and the Mets are killing it, which is a positive. And, oh, yeah. Well, I don't really know how to say this. Who am I kidding? This is an audio recording nobody's ever going to hear, so it doesn't matter. I've just got to say it like it is. There's a toaster on my toe. My right big toe, to be precise. I'm just as shocked as you are. It's a Cuisinart, I think. Figures. If I had my choice of toaster, we would have been growing a KitchenAid or something, but that about sums it up. I woke up, wiped down my wire-rimmed glasses, and stood to find a toaster on my toe. God, what a sentence. Just checked again. Still there. About 2 inches tall, chrome finish, even has those little rubber feet on the bottom, which I guess makes sense since it's sitting on my toe. Been trying to figure out who I should call about this. Doctor? Appliance repair? The mailman came by earlier, Tyler. Been delivering here for, 6 years now? And I almost showed him, just to have someone else to verify I'm not losing my mind. But how do you even start that conversation? Hey, Tyler, a quick question about my toe. It's warm. Not burning, just present. Like when you put your hand near an oven that's been running. Which is a thought I never expected to have about my own foot. I keep taking my glasses off and cleaning them like maybe it's just a smudge on the lens playing tricks on me. But nope, still there. Still a toaster. Should probably mention this whole thing to Sandy. She's always saying I need to be more open about, everything. But something tells me this isn't what she meant by sharing more. Oh, that's new. It just made a clicking sound, like when you push down the lever. I won't lie, I'm a little afraid to go to sleep tonight. What if I wake up and there's toast? Where would it even come from? God, I'm sitting here talking to myself about magical toast while there's a literal appliance growing out of my body. This is fine. Everything's fine. And absolutely nobody needs to know. I should write this down too, just in case, for science or whatever. Time is 9:47 p.m., Toaster remains approximately 2 inches in height, chrome finish, no signs of, spreading? Is that what I'm worried about? That it's going to spread? I'm going to bed. Maybe it'll be gone in the morning. And if anyone finds these recordings, I guess you'll know how it started. Thursday, July 24th. Well, it didn't go away. In fact, I'd say that things have gotten substantially worse. The toaster now covers my entire foot and is creeping up my ankle. I've been wearing loose pants to work, which isn't great in this heat, but it's better than trying to explain why my foot looks like it belongs in a Bed Bath & Beyond. You know, the worst part isn't even the chrome anymore. It's the heat. It's constant, like a low-grade fever you can't shake. And yes, if you're wondering, it does make toast. Found that out Tuesday morning when I woke up to find perfectly brown sourdough just sitting there. On my bedsheets. No bread went in, but toast came out, and I'm trying very hard not to think about where it came from. Sandy called again today. 3rd time this week. I let it go to voicemail, just like the others. How do you tell your sister that you're slowly turning into a kitchen appliance? Hey, remember how Mom said I'd always end up being a waste of space? Well, at least now I have a practical function. God. The mailman, Tyler, if you remember, he noticed something was off today. Not the toaster, thank God, but he could tell I was limping. Asked if I had hurt myself playing basketball. I just nodded and mumbled something about a sprained ankle. Easier than explaining that my foot now has a setting for bagel and defrost. Shit, sorry. Knocked my glasses off. They're getting harder to wear, actually. The metal frames keep heating up when they touch my skin. Had to put little rubber bands around that part of my ear. Like some kind of middle school fashion statement, except it's to prevent first-degree burns. I should probably be more freaked out than I am by this, but it's like, when something's so absurd that your brain decides just to treat it as normal? That's where I'm at. Besides, what's the alternative? Go to the hospital? Excuse me, doctor, I seem to be suffering from acute toasteritis. It'd have me committed before I could say whole wheat. There's that sound again. It's happening more frequently now, like it's hungry. Can toasters be hungry? God, listen to me. I'm anthropomorphizing my own mutation. Temperatures are getting higher too. Might need to start sleeping with a fan. Or 5. I should go now. Need to figure out what to do with all this toast. Been feeding it to pigeons on my windowsill, but they're starting to gather. Last thing I need is to become some kind of breakfast-based bird messiah. This is still me, right? Just with some extra features? Yeah? I think it's Tuesday, maybe Wednesday, August something. Hard to keep track of time when your torso is a toaster. Yeah, it's up to my chest now. Can't wear shirts anymore, they just burn up, and my apartment smells like a diner at breakfast rush. Every few minutes, something has to pop. It's like having hiccups, except instead of making embarrassing noises in meetings, I'm ejecting pieces of perfectly toasted bread. Speaking of meetings, I had to quit my job last week. Called HR and told them I was dealing with a medical condition. Not exactly a lie, is it? Though I don't think the Americans with Disabilities Act covers spontaneous appliance transformation. Sandy broke in yesterday. Well, not broke in. She still has a spare key from when I had the flu last year. I heard her coming up the stairs and managed to lock myself in the bathroom before she got inside. She stood outside the door for an hour, begging me to let her in. Kept saying that she didn't care what was wrong, that she just wanted to help. But that's just it, isn't it? She says that now, but what happens when she sees? When she realizes her brother is more appliance than human? I can't do that to her. The mailman doesn't even try to make conversation anymore. Just slides the letters through through the slot. God, when did I start having slots? I lost my glasses today. Well, not lost exactly. They're part of me now. I watched in the mirror as the chrome just sort of absorbed them, like they were sinking into quicksilver. Should probably be more upset about that, but honestly, everything's clearer now. Like I got built-in bifocals. Small wins, right? You know what's funny? All those years of therapy, talking about how I felt trapped in my own body, how I never quite felt right in my own skin. I guess God has a sense of humor after all. The chrome is past my shoulders now. Can't turn my head anymore. I have to turn my whole body like some kind of kitchen robot, and each morning there's less of me and more of this. I should probably stop recording these soon. My voice is starting to sound different. Metallic, like I'm speaking through through a toaster. Sandy, if you ever hear these, I'm so sorry. I'm still me. I'm still in here. I don't know where in here is anymore. September something. I don't know where the toaster ends and I begin anymore. The doctors used to ask that, where does the pain stop, as if I could draw a line around it, containing it like some spilled coffee on a counter. Now I just watch the mailman through my slots. He pauses sometimes, hand hovering over the mail slot, my slot, like he's trying to remember something. Someone. Sandy came again today, pressed her face against the window. I wanted to tell her about the dreams, about how I still have them. Normal dreams, human dreams, about playing catch in the backyard, about Mom's Sunday dinners, about that time we got lost hiking and had to sleep in the car. But when I try to speak, it's just crackles and humming. The pigeons still visit. They don't care what I am. Food is food, I guess. Though sometimes I wonder if they see me at all, or just the toast. That's the thing that no one tells you about changing. How people start seeing the toaster instead of the person, the buttons instead of the brother, the chrome instead of the individual. I keep thinking about that first morning, when it was just my toe. How I thought I could handle it, contain it, push through it, stay positive, keep going, until one day you realize you've been rebuilding yourself around the problem for so long that you can't even remember your original blueprint. The chrome finally reached my face yesterday. Last bit of skin gone now. But here's the thing, I can still feel. Not like before, but different. I feel the warmth of the sun through my slots. I feel the vibration of the footsteps in the hall. Feel the letters as they slide through me each morning. I still hate saying that. Maybe that's what matters. Not what's left, but what you can still feel. What you can still give, even if it's just toast. I know what they see when they look at me now. Chrome, slots, coils, but I'm still